All right.
We're gonna start today by talking off with one of my best homies. It's my boy Ron. He just dropped a dope EP. He's starting off in the rap, not starting off in the rap game. He's going through, and we're gonna talk with him about some stuff. The link will be in the description for his SoundCloud. See if we can't get Ron on the phone. Told him I'd call him back in like 10 minutes. Like 30 minutes ago.
You are live on KLVG LMELT TV.
All right, we tried that really hard to schedule a guest, but I did not get back in time.
What is your thoughts?
So let's try caller number 2. All right, boys. We're calling the lasagna helicopter himself.
The LH.
The man, the myth, the legend. He'll probably have some good advice for us.
Hey, man,
just wanted to let you know you're on the pod.
oh, my goodness.
I am.
How are you guys?
We are great.
Good.
I am talking to, in my opinion, the greatest TikToker ever.
Oh, dude. I've gained inspiration. Honestly, I gotta tell you what. And call me whatever you guys fucking want. I could care less.
You're the lasagna helicopter.
Yeah,
That's your name.
Helicopter.
I mean, it started out following chicks that I thought was hot, and then I was like, wait a
12-year-olds?
Some chicks think that shit is funny, and so I have no good looks going for me. So you gotta try and be funny, and maybe something will land. You know what I mean? So that's where TikTok all started for me. But greatest TikToker alive, I don't know about that. There's a lot of children on TikTok, so I'm sure that they would fight you. But then again, that comes back to that age-old question: how many third graders could you fight? Right?
How many third graders could I fight at once, or like one at a time?
Probably at once, but maybe like a battle royale. You know how WWE is real.
Right. So it's like a
Hell in a
line of
cage.
third graders on the other side. Okay, so the third graders are on the one side of the battlefield, and I am a singular person on the other side of the battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
How many third graders could I take from the other side?
Probably, yeah. I mean, we're talking in just broad terms.
I'm going to think 30.
That's what I was going to say. Probably about 30.
I think 30 third graders is pretty reasonable. Because at that point, once I've kicked out and knocked out and just like fucked up 30 third graders, I think I'm going to be pretty tired.
Oh, me too. I could definitely go home and fuck somebody's wife after that and still feel good about it.
Would you fuck one of the third graders' moms?
Yes, probably all of them, just so that I'd be like, hey, buddy.
Insult to
this is
injury.
your worst nightmare.
How old are third grade moms? Let's be real.
With her consent, of course.
With their consent, of course.
Yeah. So you might not hear it out, but right now, the question being asked is, could a third grade mother? So you start school in what, like 5 or 6 age? So third grade, you're about 10.
You're about 8.
Yeah. Third grade, you're 8.
They're 8.
8?
8 or 9.
8 or 9 in third grade?
I hate how I know that.
So you're 8 or 9 in third grade.
Bullshit.
Let's add 15 years to that. So you're looking at a 23-year-old.
A 23-year-old?
Yeah, you're definitely fucking a third grader's mom.
For sure.
In the
Even
industry,
if
we
she
call that
waited
a
a
MILF.
while, too. I don't know. Sorry, I don't want to be too vulgar on your podcast.
No, I was holding because I just wanted to see. No, let's.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to take up too much more of your guys' time, but I was thinking, honestly, if you were an ancient Egyptian, how in the world are you going to describe psychedelic drugs on your hieroglyphics, God damn it. And people are
Hieroglyphics.
going to come back and read them later, and they're going to know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I've had some awesome experiences, but I don't know how I would put pad to paper and let them know, like, what's going on, especially if all I can draw in is fucking triangles.
You can draw pretty well, and you also can, like, you know, speak English to use words. So this is somebody who cannot draw, cannot speak God's spoken language of English, of course, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And he's just sitting there being like, do I draw a triangle? Do I draw a square? Where do the arms come out?
Square with
Man
a
with
circle
bird
in the
head
middle.
said
And
two
people are
lines
like,
and
no,
eye.
you fucking didn't. A square with a circle in the middle. These people are going to shit. And, you know, oh, man.
Fuck,
that's a
you
good
drew the
TikTok.
first...
You ought to call me more often. I'm going to have so many TikToks to make
All right.
just from these conversations.
All right, Al. You might be our almost quick 10-minute call helicopter conversations. Lasagna helicopter king. I'll chat with you later, bud. You fucking exist into abyss. Love you. Peace.
Peace.
This podcast today is brought to you by Chewable Dollar Shave. It is CBD gummies for low prices with razor blades inside them. They're payrolling this video, and they are not taking legal advice at the time.
Does it do anything to shave you?
No.
You can use the razor blades to shave, probably.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is that before or after I eat the gummies?
That's up to you. I mean, you kind of got to think about it. It's similar to like dipping, how they put the fiberglass in to cut your gums. This just cuts your whole mouth, so it's like instant contact.
Do you think gelatin would provide a good shave lather? So if you left some gummy on the razor as like a pre-shave lotion, then it might kind of help like lotion up the cheek?
I feel like it'd be too sticky, and you'd probably cut yourself a lot from it.
I'm going to be honest with all of the viewers right now. I hate nothing in my life more. Other than Janaid, I guess, other than sticky. I don't like my hands at all being sticky. That's one of the things I like about our sponsor.
Yeah, it's not sticky.
What's their name again?
I totally forgot it. They sent us some demos.
Chewable Dollar Shave Club.
Chewable Dollar Shave. It's not Dollar Shave Club. It's not Dollar Shave Club. We're not sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
Please do not think we're sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
No.
I mean, support them. They're a good company.
This is Dollar Chew Club.
I'm so fucking lounged out on my
Dollar
couch
Chew
right now
Club.
that I would not be fucking...
Oh, I get it now. I see. I think it's a terrible idea.
Well, like I said, they're not taking.
But
legal
yeah,
advice
thanks for the
right now.
sponsor.
Yeah, they're not taking legal advice right now or any kind of input. You can go today to their website and purchase their products. We do not have a code at the moment because there's
Once again, full price.
full price. Yeah, everything that we have said on this show so far has been full price.
We do not offer sponsor codes. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say this, like, it might seem as a joke, but I'm going to say it for real. Stop asking your friends for free art stuff if they're artistic. I almost said autistic, but I meant to say artistic.
Mildly artistic.
Yeah. Stop asking your mildly artistic friends for free art. I'm kind of over that bullshit that, you know, like, you're going to get exposure, you're going to get on your shit.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Unless you are like a renowned museum, you're not giving them any exposure. They can't get themselves.
No. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to sponsor one of my best homies, actually, right here. Just to throw a little shout out. Visit Jetpack Johnson on Instagram. This is one of my homies, OG, from 4th grade, truthfully, I think. 3rd grade, even might have been the first time I met him. He's one of the dopest graffiti art artists out there. I don't even want to narrow strict him to kind of graffiti stuff. He's done a lot of great acrylics. And I've reached out for him to do us a logo for this podcast, actually. Nice. But I told him that I'm not willing to have him do it until I can afford to pay him to do it. Because fuck that. I'm not, your friends are good at that shit for a fucking reason. And there's that's the number one people you should be supporting and paying to do this. Fuck you, though, Connor. I'm not paying you a dime for a while, so.
So I want to hop into a story, and this is how I was going to... we didn't have enough time last episode, but we were on the topic of goggles. My junior year of high school, one of the classes I was in, we were going to go to a courthouse and sit in on a bunch of court hearings and stuff like that. And in the process of that, one of my real good friends in that class had a swim meet afterwards, so he brought all his swim stuff with him, including a few things that he has in swim stuff that he doesn't necessarily need for swim meet. He has flippers in his bag for some reason. You don't use those in competitive swimming. Not in a lap pool.
Wait, he has like snorkeling
scuba flippers.
The ones you gotta walk backwards into the pool in so that you don't trip.
Yeah, I don't know why he has them, but he does. It's just all his swim stuff in one bag. And as we were getting on the bus, we're all dressed pretty nice because we are going to court. We had to dress nice. So we get on the bus, we go there, and as we're getting off the bus, he comes out wearing his flippers, a towel around his waist, his swim cap, and goggles on.
Can I ask?
And he just turns to the teacher and he's like, I'm ready to go to court. Like this absolute get up.
I gotta ask, and I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this question or not, but is this a white kid?
No, he's Hispanic.
Dear all my Hispanic friends, please wear slacks and at least a button-up shirt to your court cases, please.
Yeah.
Please.
What the fuck, dude? We were well dressed during this, and he still had his formal clothes on underneath it, but he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna put on my swim gear right when we get off the bus and see what happens. She threatened to send him home, and it's just like, you could take it off. It's like, no, he has to wait here on the bus. And
Threatened to send him home?
Yeah, it's just like he can take it off.
He can walk all.
I mean, he's Hispanic. Shouldn't he get a lot to learn from the courtroom?
He can walk all the way back to his house. That doesn't matter.
Right. I was just thinking too, because when we got there, there was some wild stuff we sat in on. One of them, this woman had come in, and she was basically trying to get a restraining order, and the guy was a no-show again. And then afterwards, the judge was talking to us about some of that stuff, and he's like, yeah, you saw that woman that just came in with the restraining order. This is her 5th time coming in where the guy is a no-show.
No fucking
And
way.
we're pretty sure she's schizophrenic.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah, because the way that she's describing is this guy is in the walls of her house and hiding in the floor of the bus when she goes to work.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm taking this conversation over because it's finally time we actually had it, because we kind of have Discord chatted with this, and I think you just segmented into this. Our good old friend Tariq Nasheed. By good old friend, I mean kind of gigantic piece of shit. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm gonna choose my words here, because my opinion when I first heard about this stuff was a lot different than after I did research, and I always pride myself, and I want to pride you guys on doing some research and changing your opinions afterwards. That's always okay. Everyone's good to learn more. When I first saw this story, I responded in the Discord that he was a low-life piece of shit, cock-sucking father-fucker who I hope his whole family dies in front of him, and he lives a long life of watching everyone he loves die horrible deaths. I only slightly take that back. Not completely, but like just a bit. I don't even know where to start. This dude, if you go to his Twitter, he calls himself on his own Twitter feed in his description America's #1 self-proclaimed race baiter. And he's kind of made a... God, now I'm feeling all crazy as a white guy bringing this up, but he's made a whole career out of like baiting white supremacists into saying some kind of crazy shit.
So he's a race debater.
Race debater, for sure. #1 race debater. Okay.
He race debates on the.
I think I did that once in college.
Oh, dope! Like interracial porn.
No, dude, I just race debated by myself.
I sit at home all night.
Don't you do it by
and I race
yourself?
debate.
I mean, I only think of... Never mind.
I pull up the quality
No, but the
sections
thing-
online and I just go at it. I race debate for hours, weeks even.
Is that like...
Sometimes you gotta stop though, and you gotta like change it up because like you get an idea in your mind. You're like, dude, my race debating time can be put to better use if I pause, take a second, breathe, and then continue race debating later.
So in that minute of breath, you can maybe find some like political clarity.
You find, yeah, it's
Exactly.
your post race debation clarity.
God, it's almost like post-nut clarity, but it's post-race-turbation clarity.
You sit down and you're like, this all makes sense now. And then 10 minutes later, I'm back at it. I learned nothing. I'm back to race debating.
You know, I need to get back to my boy, though. The whole reason I brought this up. Whole reason this came up. Our friend Tori Nishid. Okay, so the whole reason this came up, I'm going to just get the long story short. He uploaded a video that was originally uploaded, and it's kind of... I've seen a few kind of fact-checking people who have gone through and found that he was the first one to upload it. It was a video of a Holiday Inn worker who... the customer filming the interaction came into the Holiday Inn. When he got there, please correct me, either of the two of you guys, if I have any facts wrong here that you know of. Came in, and his reservation was not correct, and it was a fault of a previous employee. According to a couple different responses, this guy started calling him the F word, started saying that he was dangerous to customers around him. And it was all essentially, once this video came up, the customer there was very heavily harassing the employee, saying, you know, I paid for this room, you guys have already charged me, you're stealing from me. Mm-hmm. And this new employee kind of came out later that he had some mental health issues, and as he was getting berated by this guy, he has a breakdown. And at one point, he starts kind of like punching himself in the face, and then punches the computer screen and headbutts the computer screen, then walks off camera back to the back room. And as he's walking off to the back room, he's saying some stuff like, "You've ruined my day, you've ruined my life, I'm so sorry." It's pretty clear. I mean, I've worked in retail for a lot of years, seeing the response of somebody who's just kind of having a meltdown because there's something that got fucked up that they have no control over. Mm-hmm. This dude went to the back and starts crying, and you can hear him audibly crying from the back room, and whoever's filming it walks around and starts filming him in his breakdown, and starts filming him from behind the corner, and he eventually starts trying to hide behind a desk, and the guy kind of follows him. behind the desk, leading this employee to kind of quit in a fit of rage. One things I love about the internet is that they fucking in one day raised $90,000 for this guy through GoFundMe to support him while he's looking for jobs. Like, maybe as a customer service person, you shouldn't be punching yourself in the face and hitting your computer, but like, fuck you if you are the person trying to get your internet clout off, following this guy behind the counter and harassing him.
There's that difference between just being a harassive, uncooperative customer.
A Karen.
Yeah, a Karen. But then there's like this extra mile you've gone to now follow your victim and essentially continue to harass them while they've tried to remove themselves from...
Tried very hard multiple times to
yeah.
remove themselves from the situation. And... like, they've gone so hard after this guy that Reddit has doxed the employee and found a post from his account where essentially he says he came home and got drunk from the whole thing because he was so mad. Mm-hmm. And they're now trying to spur it as, like, this guy was probably drunk when he got there, yada. Right. And I'm like, no. Like, you don't get to fucking...
Reddit at it again.
Goddamn Reddit just fucking... But luckily, once the dark corners of Reddit went to that horrid place, the good ones went into just kind of being like, fuck you. And that's why this employee's viral feed went into, a $90,000 donation. But I went to this guy's Twitter afterwards because I was kind of hearing rumors. He's like a well-known race baiter, and he was claiming afterwards that while he uploaded the video, he was not the one who recorded it. Mm-hmm. And I will say, to his credit, you cannot see in the video who is recording it, and he never identifies as the person who is recording it.
Right.
However, again, he uploads it with this tone of, I went to this hotel and I experienced racism today, and people are like, no, you're fucked up. And his response was like, oh, well, I didn't film it. You're gonna assume that all black people are the same. And he starts kind of going on these like really ridiculous rants I didn't know how to explain, other than like, oh, you are definitely trying to incite some sort of
race-turbation.
Yeah, race-turbation right there.
I went to this hotel and I race-turbated for 4 hours. 4 hours. The cleaning service refused to come into my room. I don't blame him. When I get race-turbating, I get race-turbating.
Well, Justin, like, it's kind of a catch-22, because if this race-turbater didn't post the video, then who knows, maybe that guy wouldn't have get the support that he needed.
Right, dude.
Or that $90,000.
It's one of those weird things, too.
It is a catch-22 of society like this, where like Connor was just playing out, where you just realize that it's like no one wins. I don't know, but like, do the ends justify the means? Is that the historical, like, philosophical question?
I mean, it's like best case scenario, this didn't happen. Worst case scenario, it happened. It had no coverage, and this man ends up in the same situation, but with less support. I mean, by recording it, it evened out, in a sense. Horrible situation, gets some sort of resolve from it.
Right.
But by not recording it, there's no resolve allowed. So it's just an undocumented horrible situation.
We are on a crazy gear shift right now, actually. Been trying to get a hold of homie for the last little bit, and I got him on the phone right now. We chatting with Ron up on the phone.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? Goody, dude. How's it feeling the day or two after your first EP release?
Yo, feels good. Getting good reviews, bro. It's been doing good, bro. I'm happy about it.
Would you
4 songs.
Would you be mad if I started every podcast off with "I'm selling dope, ma"?
I mean, Probably not.
Am I allowed to steal your tagline? Because that's pretty good.
Nah, you're not allowed to steal it. I came up with it. Unless you cutting a check.
Unless you're getting the paychecks. Okay. All right, dog. I like that.
Yeah.
This case, so you got a 4-track EP. Just want all the listeners to know it will be linked. Fuck it, we're gonna put a top one on the description because we're hitting.
Yeah, it's called Figure 4. My favorite on there is I Love Mud.
Yo, that one was good. That's the last one, right?
Yeah, I had to end it with a bang.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking fire.
Looking up, bro.
I wanna ask, did you film that here in Salt Lake?
Yeah, I recorded that.
Film
In Salt Lake City. Shout out to my good engineer and producer, Joe.
Fuck yeah, Joe.
We got more shit upcoming. Ronzo mixtape gonna drop in like a month from now. So we just
Damn,
been
that
recording
seems.
a lot of shit, you know, like 6 hours in the studio.
I was gonna say that's pretty quick turnaround from going like 4 songs now into like a whole nother one in a couple like in a month. Fuck, dude.
We got over like 100 songs under standby. Just like the 4 songs that I picked for the 4 songs. It's funny you ask because the 4 songs that I picked for Figure 4, 3 was already recorded, and I just recorded the last song, I Love Mud, like 2 hours before I dropped it the tape.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
You sent me that like pretty early in the morning too, so that must have been a fucking morning sesh.
Yeah, it was quick, bro. Like, just woke up from drinking and just like, oh shit, let's record. And then we just got in the groove.
That's dope,
All
dude.
right.
Well, that's what I like to.
Right on, man. That's a great hustle. Good for you.
Fuck. Hold up here, Ron. Jay, throw that out again.
I said that's some awesome hustle. Good for you, man. Best of luck to you. I'll give you a listen for sure.
Yeah, dude, that's my good homie since fucking childhood, right there.
What's up, bro?
I'm
What's
just
happening, Ron? Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. You're exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Back in the city, man, so much competition. So to be out here and just get embraced with like a lot of love and a lot of new listeners, pretty good, bro. Good feeling.
Yo, and you're saying like back from the city. Where are you from?
From Harlem, New York.
From Harlem. I got asked this question the other day. Actually, I'm gonna sound dumb, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Is Harlem part of Manhattan? I know there are other boroughs like the Bronx and Brooklyn and all these other things that aren't quite part of Manhattan itself. Is on the island. Is Harlem part of it?
Yes, Harlem is part of Manhattan. It's uptown Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was
Once you hit 125th Street and up, from 125th to like 155 is Harlem.
Do they, when you say 125th to 155, is that kind of like Utah in a way in that it's like kind of chronologically ordered?
No, it's like different, like the opposite.
What do you mean the opposite?
Like Utah, like Harlem is like it's like from like a certain amount of streets is considered Harlem, but you have different avenues. So you could be within them streets, but if you're on like different avenues, then you're not in Harlem.
Fuck.
You know?
Okay, so you'll all of a sudden go from like First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue to like another First Avenue.
Else.
Got you, dude. Got you. That makes sense. Well, fuck.
So what made you move back here, man?
Yeah, what made you? My buddy just asked. You probably couldn't hear him just because of the phone connection. What made you move out to Utah?
I'll say probably like freshman year, going to like a college in New York, going to community college. One of my friends that I'm out here that became my best friend, he was living in Salt Lake City, Utah, but he was just living in New York at the time. And I came out here and visit, like when we like established a friendship. Like he'll come to my house. I'll come out here to visit for like holidays. And then one day his mom was just telling us like, yo, you should just move out here. And I was just like, it was around the time where like I was kind of deciding about making music, like what I wanted to do. And then I just chose to just move out here and just came to Salt Lake.
Do you feel like in here in Salt Lake, kind of away from a little of the, like, I imagine there's a lot of bullshit there, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but like your front house, like everything's calm here. Do you feel like that's kind of helping with music? Is that pulling you away?
Sometimes I feel like it's kind of pulling me away, but like over time, like me being here, I felt like it helped me out. Like it helped me with like my sound, like from how I used to make music, and like New York sound is like considered like drill rap music, and my music is like trap music. So
right.
Like coming out here, it's like a new sound to everyone else. And back in New York, it's like something that like been around, but no one ever like really like embraced it.
For real. And you know, one other thing I want to ask you about is like you say you got yourself a trap vibe, and that's definitely, no doubt, 100% true. I don't know how to explain it because I come from like kind of like a rich kid private school stuff of like syncopated beats. There was kind of the whole idea of like rapping on the syncopation. That's one thing I fucking loved listening to your album the other day. It didn't feel like it was that very stereotypical rap structure of just like A bar, B bar, A bar, B bar. You know what I mean? Like rapping in that kind of traditional format, had syncopated like hit cadences and all kinds of different stuff. I fucking just thought that was very unique and kind of one thing that you were able to do through like 4 songs consistently and at a high level.
Appreciate that. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Alrighty, dude. Well, we're gonna link your shit here. I'm actually gonna have to be heading out of here in a bit, so we'll probably have to wrap this up. But
have me up, man.
We will be. It'll be. What date do we know this one will be released?
This one should drop the 12th.
The 12th. So we're a little over a week until this episode will drop. Unfortunately.
Okay, and send me your the link to your to your YouTube channel through text so I could like share it.
Absolutely, dog. We got that. We got 10 subscribers this week, so we went.
Thanks so much, Rod.
Keep going, Jay. Did we lose his ass again?
I think Jay cut out again. He got another brick.
I said thanks so much, Ron. I'm excited to hear your music. And I can hear you.
Yes. David, next time we do this, we're bringing you into the studio, actually, all right?
Appreciate it. Thanks, bro.
Of course, bud. Talk to you later, man. Peace.
All right, later.
By the time this one drops, I would have already been... no, actually, the one before this will come out just after I get my last vaccine.
Okay, so you'll be on the full vax by then.
Yeah, I'll be on the full vax by the time this one comes out and probably recovered from whatever the hell.
Then we definitely need to get that fool up in here. Anyways, guys, that's my boy Ron. I don't necessarily want to call him an old school homie because he's a new school homie, but
a recent homie.
Yeah, but this boy watched me get schooled harder than anybody in any sport has watched me get schooled, and he's still willing to be my friend. So that's cool. Like, I got fucking... Dude, I played some ball within the other day over at Sugar House Park, dude, and I literally was getting called left and right the sorriest dude on the court. And the hardest part was realizing, like, damn, I'm the sorriest dude on this court. Like,
and then this man had to leave with you.
Yeah. He showed up with me and played and then left with me. And then still a week later was like, yo, you want to go back again? And I was like, damn, I kind of thought you wouldn't want to be fucking seen.
It's the concept. By bringing you, it makes him look that much better.
Yeah, maybe. I'm good at defense. I guarded the dude on the other team way hard, but I airballed 4 shots in a row that game. So
You bring the
Yeah,
ugly
but
friend when you
defense
go
ain't
stay.
pretty playing basketball.
what's that?
I said defense isn't pretty when you're playing basketball.
Dude, especially when you like defense, steal the ball, have the wide open 3, and then chuck it up and miss it like 5 feet short. Like not even like a little bit of an air ball, but like you're not even close. You know what I mean? And you still got a homie on your team. Like that's okay, dude. Like keep getting open. I'll keep passing it to you. I'm kind of like, no, will you please like stop passing it to me? Maybe at all costs.
Till he's open, they pass him the ball, and another air ball. There it
Another
is, ladies and
turnover.
gentlemen. As you can see it, you understand the nickname of sorriest guy on the court. This will be his 3rd season of beating his record of air balls.
I'm looking like fucking Kobe Bryant out there shooting just so many shots, missing so many, but damn, shoot enough, you'll hit them.
You know, John, it really was impressive, though, the amount of defense he could play. Especially for being under 6
It's
foot.
completely overshadowed by the horrible offense.
By the fact that he would get the ball on defense, shoot up in an air ball, leave it right for the offense to rebound. Because here's the hard part, too, okay? This is some shit.
And then
This
waste
is some
the
shit about street ball, okay? We're not playing full court, right?
Oh, it's the half court.
So when you miss
You gotta
on
take
an
it back.
air ball on full court, no,
Oh, no,
it's
if you
even
miss
worse.
on an air ball,
You miss on an air ball
They can
in
rebound
half
it.
court, they can shoot from right where they've rebounded. So they don't have to backcourt it. They don't got to take it behind the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm air ball. So it's like I'm playing good defense, right? I get the steal. I get the ball. I chuck up the air ball. And their best player just grabs my 5 foot away rebound and just puts it right up. Because I essentially just passed it to their guy under the hoop like I did a glorified. So if you don't hit the rim, you don't have to backcourt it and
you
have
could literally benefit by missing with the rim or just throwing it out of bounds.
So their whole team literally was like, dude, if we just leave this guy wide open, he'll
pass it to
airball it
us.
so bad. He's essentially just lobbing passes into the guy trying to get rebounds. And I'm sitting there being like, fuck no, will you guys guard me, please? Like, someone.
As you can see, Myers, he's still unguarded, even though it's his 3rd shot at an open basket. Well, he's missed the last 2, Mike, so we're just going to have to see how this one plays out.
See how it plays out.
You know what's the biggest disappointment of my father?
A lot.
That I am a terrible basketball player.
He's pretty good, you
My
told
father
me, right?
was so good at basketball. My dad was amazing at basketball. He was 6'1". He would dunk. It doesn't matter if he's playing black guys, if he's playing white guys. He was competitive.
dad-
He was so good
Your
at
dad
basketball,
could dunk
man.
for real. I don't
And
mean that in a bad way, but like, damn.
yeah, dude, he was awesome. But the thing is, he just played years and years on years on tarmac and cement. I lot like these get-together spots at like parks and stuff. Play with like in the hood and all that sort of stuff. And then all those years playing on the tarmac, he shotted his knees completely.
Yeah.
Jumping on tarmac does that.
6'1" and can dunk. That's not too tall, though. I mean,
No, that's tall. That's shorter than me, technically, and
Yeah.
I can't dunk.
yeah. Most like
At the same time, though, that's actually pretty tall for...
an average American, yes, right? Average American height's 5'8", yeah?
Yeah, but an average Pakistani height?
It's the average Pakistani height, Sinead.
Oh yeah.
Are you quicker?
Yeah, Pakistanis are generally shorter, but from my area, we're called Punjabis. We're generally around 6.
Okay. You Googling
Was that? Yeah, I was about to say, is that true, Sinead? Fuck, it's in centimeters. I don't know how to convert that shit.
Yeah, my dad he always wanted me to play ball and all this sort of stuff, and I would go over there with a kid in glasses and try to play ball, and I just sucked.
Junaid?
And then I didn't make it on the basketball team. It was so sad.
Junaid, why do you lie to me?
What are you talking about? Why did I lie to you?
I Google searched average Punjabi height, giving me since 1972 average body height measurements. It's reading at 170 centimeters, which I don't know what that means.
Divided by 2.54.
I did it to just Google 170 centimeters in feet. That's 5.5 feet. You boys are barely 5'6".
On average.
Like 5'8", maybe.
Dude, I'm 5'11".
Maybe, dog. No different
I'm
than it is here.
5'11".
Don't act like
My
you're so
daddy's
tall.
6'1".
This is their penis heights.
And then my granddaddy was 6'1".
Granddaddy.
And my uncles are 6 feet. So in our village, average height is 6 feet.
Yeah, that's a really small fucking sample size. That was N
That's your
equals
family.
like 4 people in
What about your
your
neighbors?
family. Yeah. Don't give me that bullshit. You know how to do math, you bullshit ass motherfucker. You know what? You're so bullshit ass.
What about Greg that
No.
you're not giving bricks to from Jeremy?
Nah, I'm not giving him the chance to respond here. We're ending this now.
Listen, man, we got our yearly census through brick mail, and it said that you're generally taller in your village. So
Yeah,
I
dude,
just
but
wanna
if
buy
I
brick
was
mail,
fucking
man.
sending brick mail to my neighbors, I'm 5'8". I'm not putting 5'8". I'm putting at least like 5'11 and a half when I send my brick mail over my neighbors. So you got a lot of 5'8ers pretending to be 5'11. And on that note, we ain't prepared for shit, so we're gonna have to end it for today.
We're only at like 42 minutes in. All right. This is a short one this week. Well, we had a lot of guests on, so it makes up for it.
Little short, got some guests. Maybe I'll find some dumb shit to splice onto there. I'm really sorry. I'm the buzzkill. Gotta go pick my wife up from work, so we'll have to be getting going. Everyone love, again, send us some thoughts at preparedfornothing@gmail.com. Spell the word for, not like the number. Peace.
Peace.